Okay, so examining this figure at the right, we can see that the segment YW right here is the perpendicular bisector of TZ. And how do we know that? We have a 90-degree angle. That means that it's perpendicular, and we see TY and ZY are both of equal length. We know that because of those segment marks. So we've got a perpendicular bisector. So that means that any point, in this particular case W, and any point that's on the perpendicular bisector of some segment, any point there is going to be equidistant from the endpoint. So we know that W is equally distant from T and from Z, meaning that 2Z must be equal to 3Z minus 5. So we're going to write this down and we're going to solve to see what we get. And I'm going to do it down here, 18, just label it 2x equals 3x minus 5, and subtract 3x from both sides. Negative x equals negative 5, and if we divide both sides by negative 1, we get x equals 5. That's our answer, x equals 5. That was easy. Find TW, 19, we'll go here. TW is 2x, and we know that that's 2 times 5 then, which is 10. So 10. 20 says find WZ. That's, we should already be aware, is going to be the same length. So when we plug the values in, 3 parentheses 5 minus 5, we get 15 minus 5, or 10. It's also 10. I'm going to box that answer here, box that answer here. And what kind of triangle is this? Well, because we have two sides being of equal measure, here and here, then we have an isosceles triangle. So we can say, let's write it. Isosceles when a triangle has two sides congruent, sides of equal measure, it is an isosceles triangle. My handwriting is super terrible on this because of the soft and blunt end of this pen. So I apologize. There's not really, I've tried to figure out how to deal with that, and I can't really figure out much to do with it except for just to write it, and you can listen to my voice while you're seeing me write it, and you can see that, for example, that says the word measure, which you might look at that and not really have any idea unless you heard me say it at the same time. Anyway, uh, sorry, that was 21. I made a mistake there because 20 was below number 19. So this then is 22. This is our last one. And what's 22 asking us? It's asking, well, to fill in the blanks. So if R is on the perpendicular bisector of segment TZ, then R is what? And the word that we're looking for, I'm going to see if I can write this neatly, but it is equidistant.